as we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Etheridge. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
The Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll ride the hot hand.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on! He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Canes!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for space. It's Galladay. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Galladay. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Rush is on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads it left. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. That's caught. It's Gilliam. Strong, firm tackle.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Green. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Going with the ground game left. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big play.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Give to the running back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Morton. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this one.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cherry. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pulls it in, it's Galladay. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Gandy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. These corners going to give them some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From the gun, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first and goal. They'll run the option. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Morton. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, ball when you throw it is going to drift, so he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate, stop making some of these bonehead plays.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Snagged out of the air. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Offense scoops it up and still going. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Miami, 17, SMU.
And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Got a man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fullback's got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll try the right side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They kick it away on 4th down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Etheridge. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Nice move there. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's third and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Miami! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Mustangs send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Give to the back. Turning it on. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. Turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grabbed behind the line, it's Galladay. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long, and when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
The give from the gun. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt is on its way. And the returner goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Looking left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk of play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Mustangs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
They decided to go for it on fourth down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on fourth down, it's a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arizona State is up big right now, and honestly, it feels like the Forks have been up since the opening kick. They're up by 39 over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a crease. It's Morton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Etheridge. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him, and he's knocked down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Here's the handoff. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Might be calling a hot route. Try to get it to the edge. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. The roughing call gives this offense a 1st down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. Hand off to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times.